computer.
Well, it's on Facebook.
I know, but what I want to do is increase my my videos on YouTube so that I can get my numbers up. And this is one way that I can do that. So it's fine. It will just be a little short video. Someone will find it, look at it for hopefully 30 seconds, even if they don't watch the entire thing. So it looks like Coach Dwana has dropped. Maybe she'll be back on in just a second. So for those of you who are watching, we are on Ready, Set, Go Live. Coach Dwana is still outside of her hometown of New York, but she's jumping back on now, and I'm going to make her a co-host. So do you want me? Yeah, so yes. I'm also making...
I thought I was trying to do something and I hit the wrong button.
Okay, girl, I love your glasses. Look at you. Look at you. I love those.
But you have seen these.
No, those are like tiger prints.
No, I've had these.
Okay.
These are the ones I've had, even with.
Okay. I like them. Well, maybe I have seen them.
We were in Pittsburgh.
Well, that was so long ago. I knew you had. I remember you wore some bigger glasses, but
these
I don't
are the
remember.
Ones you ain't paying. You like the background. I guess it's hitting.
Yeah, with the sun maybe hitting them differently. Yeah, I like them.
You a different kind of way in the background. Yeah.
I love
Lori turned me on to this eyeglass company.
Okay.
Very much. I like. But you know, a lot of times I don't wear my glasses when we're doing side now because my glasses really are for far away, not close up.
Okay.
Which is why I kept saying, can you see me? Can you see me?
So are those prescriptives? Are those prescriptive glasses? So I think her band.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, not progressive, but what they are is when I go outside, they get darker. So if I go in, then they get clear.
Okay.
Yeah, I love them. Okay, cool. I love these. I love them. These cool glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what else has been going on in your life?
Working with technology, I found Pexels, P-E-X-E-L-S. I think that's how it is. Lakeisha told me to try that one. I wanted to integrate PowerPoint slides that would, as I'm talking, I wanted the slides to come up and so I could reference something and it would be to the side. So I did that, and I did a 15-second vocabulary word or 17-second PowerPoint word. And I'm like, and I don't know if you've seen the video that Keisha did where it's interactive. It's a video and she's talking and then you see her in it, but it's an integrated moving video. I did one of those. That was the 17-second one. And I did it using Camtasia, my voice, and Pexel. So it was pretty cool. I was just like, I was pleased to be able to do that. So
where did you?
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
Oh.
It's on YouTube. It's just 17 seconds. Yeah. And this is another thing that I need to ask you and people in my tribe. Just go to my YouTube channel, click on it. I think I need to have at least 15 or 30 seconds of someone interacting with the video. If it doesn't interest you, you don't have to stay there and watch it. But if it does, watch it, because this is one way to get my viewership up. And I'm not exactly sure when the number starts to track, but I know that it is a part of generating a revenue stream. So I'm doing that. I've got next Tuesday or November 7th. November 7th, I have a conversational English series that I'll be doing every Tuesday. I think it's every Tuesday or every Thursday for students who want to participate in my live sessions. And then we'll see how that goes to build up my exposure. I joined something called Telegram. I think you told me that you were already on it with your health program. So I've opened that up, and I'll see how that goes with building my exposure. So I'm not looking at the for my English language learners that are listening. This is a great time for you guys to join in and get those free English classes, perfect some of your pronunciation. Let's just join and have a good time. And this is completely free to you all, to you guys. So I'm doing that starting November 4th. Starting with I'm still in the fourth quarter, so I want to help as many as I can before first quarter 2022. So I made that available to them, and we'll see how that goes.
I celebrate you. I celebrate you.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I'm excited.
I'm wait to see it.
I'm excited. I'm excited about doing it. And I believe that those individuals that take advantage of this opportunity will realize huge benefits or huge dividends from this venue. And that's about all that I've done this week. But this is a good week. This has been a good week for me. And
so as you're learning how to talk to me a little bit about, as you were learning how to record video, I would imagine, in Camtasia and marry it with Pixels. And how did you feel? Because are you hearing me? Am I muted?
Yes, I can.
Can you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, you want me to explain or talk a little bit about how I marry the two, Camtasia and Pexels, together with PowerPoint.
And then I asked, were you out of your comfort zone when you were doing it? Because really, I think, I don't think we can ever talk enough about how important it is that we get out of our comfort zones. They are dangerous. They make us sick, if we don't widen that zone. That we are not on planet. We are not on the planet to live in this zone. We are in, just this zone. And I mean experiences that you're having, that we are having. And that doesn't mean that you got to be trying yourself up to learn in the place that because
one of the things that I was very self-conscious of was the fact that I'm actually doing the talking. So what I want to do when I get it to that cellular level, it would be just as natural as me going to the grocery store or to Starbucks and ordering a cup of coffee. But I can hear myself as I'm speaking in the camera. It's a little pretentious. It's not real. It's not authentic. And part of that comes from not having done it before. So I believe that the more I do them, and this is why I believe it's going to be beneficial for me to keep them under, 45 seconds or less, because I just need to get into the habit of doing so many things at the same time. While I'm going through the process first, the first thing that I needed to do was record my voice using Audacity. So it was 4 modalities, actually. Audacity, Camtasia, Pexels, and PowerPoint. And you do all of the, and then Pexels. What is this other one called? Prezi and Prezi. So it's 5. So Prezi is a platform. Like, we found one where we did the little talk, recorded our voices, and the little lines were there. You remember that one? But anyway, I don't remember what the name of that one is, but Prezi is like Zoom. Prezi is like Zoom, which is what we're using now. Hey, Haas, welcome.
Yes, that is.
So I open up Prezi. Well, Prezi, I do that last. I found the placards that I wanted to use, and I put all 6 placards into PowerPoint. They were vocabulary words with images that I captured from Pexels. Pexels also have stock photos and stock video that moves, right? So in this activity that I was putting together, I chose to upload into Prezi the 6 PowerPoint slides, and I'm calling them placards, into Prezi. I'm only talking about one vocabulary word, which was procrastination. So as I talk about procrastination, my Prezi presentation comes up. Then I have an explanation of procrastination. Procrastination is a thief of everything that we want to do. That's all I said. That was at 17 seconds. And in that 17 seconds, I had to make my video shorter, because the video, I think, is 30 seconds long. My definition is like 1 second. Then procrastination is a thief of procrastination is a thief of doing the things that we want to do. And in the second video, it is children painting and having fun. Finding the right video that goes along with the word procrastination probably took the most amount of my time, just doing that. But that, again, I have not seen all of the videos, but once I go through this again, and I want to use this word that I learned, iteration, doing something repetitively. Once I go through these videos on Pexel many times, I'll start to recognize, like, oh, this is one that I could use for this, this, and this. So then Camtasia is an editing software. I recorded my sentence that I just said in Audacity, and that little sentence was maybe 13 seconds long. So I had to make the video match the length of my speech. So I edited out. But anyway, I was very pleased, but I could hear my voice. And this is what I would say to my English language learners. This is why practice is important. For you to develop the fluency, it requires practice. Just like for me to become fluent with this technology, I need to continue to do it. And on this journey of getting better, I'm going to see improvement over time. Yeah. So when you get back, we'll share ideas, and similar to what you had done. Go ahead.
Wait a minute, you don't have to wait till I get back. That's the whole point of working virtually, is to learn how to. It gets to be difficult, and that's a conversation in and of itself.
But I know that you're not. Yeah, it would be if you were not obligated for something else. Yes, we could certainly do, but you're already involved. So I think it would be better just for you to concentrate on making sure that you've got your ends there all tied up, and you're doing what you need to do there. This that I'm doing, we can do anytime on your way back from.
Wait till I get back.
Or well, driving back. How are you getting back? How are you getting back?
Well, when I get back to New York.
How are you getting back to New York? Are you riding a plane?
Well, I'll fly back to New York.
Oh, okay.
I'll fly back to New York.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, because I think I bought a one-way.
Okay. Yes, Haas, that word is procrastination. What I'd like to see and hear you do, Haas, is to actually use the word procrastination. Can you use that word procrastination? Are you able to use the word procrastination in a sentence? Haas? But Haas has looked at the video. Well, one, it's on my Facebook page as well as being posted in YouTube or on YouTube. But yeah, I've done a lot. I was in a training session, a live training session earlier today. So Haas, I will send you the link if I think I'll try. If you would like to try and join us, you can. Let me see. And if you cannot, that's perfectly fine. Control V. And I hope that you won't need. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Procrastination is continuous postponing of things. Usually we procrastinate things that are boring, things that we don't find fulfilling. You're exactly correct. Okay, I see that you're back, Coach Dwana. And let's see. Let's see. Are you able? Let me see if I can get you to get back in.
What'd you say?
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were able to get back in or not. Okay, you were able to clock back in. Okay, great. All right. So I was just saying that even to my English language learners, my challenge is to
I've been in.
My challenge is
I don't know why I got kicked out.
Okay, I don't know. Are you moving around?
Okay, I'm gonna try to. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to sit on.
Okay. Oh, Haas, no worries, no worries. I'm excited to hear, and I want to learn more about your brother's wedding.
I need both right here. I can't.
So down there in Memphis,
I need to get up and walk around. I needed my feet to get in the ground.
Is Memphis known for barbecue or something? What is Memphis known for? Is it barbecue? I don't know. Memphis.
Absolutely. It is definitely known. It is for its music,
okay,
blues and gospel.
Okay.
And it is known for civil rights.
Okay. Okay.
It's civil rights.
Okay. Okay. Now, when you spoke of the hope,
for all of that.
When you spoke of the hope, I thought immediately of Jesse Jackson. Was he? Is that the same hope?
Yes.
Okay.
No,
it's different, or maybe similar, but not the same.
It's not the same group. It is over. This group was definitely the gentleman was definitely influenced.
Okay.
By Jesse Jackson.
Okay.
Because Jesse Jackson had Operation Push.
Oh, Operation Push. Okay.
And what Operation Push, People United to Save and Serve Humanity. And then after about 25 or 30 years, Bo Coalition part of it. And they had the Wall Street Project. But all those organizations push and all. Jesse Jackson, and that's always economics. Even before Dr. Martin Luther King was assassinated,
Mm-hmm.
Jesse Jackson was like 26 or 27 years old and had Operation Breadbasket, arm of SCLC.
Okay.
So, once Dr. King was assassinated,
Mm-hmm.
and knew how, and the new I don't want to say power, but the new leaders of the organization came in,
Mm-hmm.
necessarily as Dr. King did. So because remember, Dr. King was assassinated in 19.
Okay, I did not get the year. What was the year that? What was the year? What was the year of that assassination, Coach? All right, so while we're waiting for that connection to pop back up, we were looking for the year of Dr. King's assassination. So let's see if I can find it here. What was that year? What was that year of assassination? 1968?
1968.
Okay, 1968. All right. And in 1968, I'm just restating, in 1968, I believe it was in April, Dr. King was assassinated in Memphis. So are you in the historic part of Memphis? No, you're not in there. Where are you right now? Are you back in Memphis, right? Are you in the historic?
Jesse Jackson started, and Jesse Jackson. Okay. In Memphis? I'm in Memphis. I'm out in Cordia, where I am.
Okay, so are you in the historic district of Memphis or no? Moment? Are you in the historic?
No, I'm not in the historic.
Okay. Well, I'm not really sure what the
when you say that, do you mean where I am right now? Which, yeah, right. I'm in Memphis.
Yeah, in this area where you're living, is it more like a historical district, or is it maybe more in the suburbs, or?
No.
Okay, well, you're not clear, so I'm not getting what you're saying at this point.
No. It's the suburbs buildings, okay. And most of the historic that in downtown Memphis.
Okay.
No, I'm not in downtown Memphis, suburbs.
Okay.
Okay. This is so funny.
What is that? What is that? What is so funny? Well, I can't hear you. Maybe you're lost again, but I hope that you'll take some pictures
that
I'm
it's like when you respond like 4 beats later. It is that I say sound. Can you hear me? I'm in the suburb. I guess the Wi-Fi is not supposed to be on, but I went and looked at the button and it was on. So
okay. So the button for the Wi-Fi is on.
All I know is
this reminds me of the movies we would watch in school when the little ribbon would get tangled up and you'd have to straighten it out so you could watch the rest of the movie. Your voice is breaking and crackling, and we're not getting the full effect of what it is that you wish to say. Let's see. I was listening to a podcast today, and
yeah,
and the podcast,
well, they're missing so much.
The podcast that I was listening to was referring to time is on our side. Time is on our side. You may want something to happen, and if it's destined for it to happen, it will, but it will not necessarily be at the time of my own expectation. But patience, with patience, I will get everything that I am deserving of. Just wait. Don't try to rush the process. Use the time that you have, or use the time that I have, to still be in action. And everything that I'm doing toward the goal with efforts of reaching a goal, if I stay in action, I am going to actually receive everything that I want. So don't be in such a hurry that if it isn't happening as quickly as I would want it to, it is because I am not ready. I am not ready for it. Haas is asking, what is Memphis? Memphis is a city in Tennessee. That is the name of a city in Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee. And it is spelled correctly, Haas. It's, I don't know what number state it is, but it is a state. It is a state in the United States. It is a city. It is a city in the state of Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah, Haas has asked, what is Memphis? And I was just explaining that Memphis is a city. Yeah. And if you know Dr. Martin Luther King, this is the city in which he was assassinated. And let's see, what state is Memphis? Tennessee. What state is Tennessee? What state is?
You say it's in Tennessee?
I was just getting, I don't know. It doesn't tell me what state it is, but it probably does. I just don't know where to look. But I don't know that that's that terribly important. But it is known primarily for the fact, one thing that it is known for, the civil rights movement. And this is where Dr. King was assassinated, on the balcony of a hotel. Yeah. Yeah. So what I was saying about the word procrastination is a great word for us to focus on.
I just said, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Continue. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Tennessee. You have completely frozen.
Okay. Can you see me and hear me now? All right. So one other thing that I can talk about is that I heard today, we've heard live your dream, live your dream. Now I've heard today, live your message. Live your message. I thought that was pretty powerful when I think about how people interact.
I can see you and hear you now. Yes.
Yeah. So instead of living your dream, live your message. Say what it is that you want and live that. Of course, it needs to be followed up with action. You decide what it is that you want with the message and then live it. Okay. I'm just looking at some things where I had some notes written down.
That is very powerful.
And another one was another thought that I wrote down.
That's
you like that one? It goes like this: business goes at the pace of life.
I think that's good advice.
That's correct, Haas. Decide what you want, then live it. And the next one is business goes at the pace of life. What I got from the person that was talking, if you have a business and it's an established business or a business that you're establishing or creating, it cannot exceed life, meaning that people are going to be born, people are going to die. Some people will have to leave their home and go to work. So you have to pace yourself so that you can have a viable business. Mm-hmm. If, for example, there's a birth in your family and you're giving birth to that family, you can't give birth and be as productive as you were before you had the baby in this case. So be aware that you're not the only person that can wear a cape. Someone else can wear the cape as well to help further your business along, but you cannot build a business if you're dead. So be mindful of what the body needs. Be mindful of what the body needs as you birth your business. You can't take the business with you. Enjoy your life. And this particular lady, I don't remember her name, but she and her partner had gone down to Mexico, and she said, this is where I want to live. And voila, there she is. And she said when she made that decision to move to Mexico, she found that she had more time, more freedom to do other things. She didn't have the stresses of family. She didn't have any children. I'm not really sure what was something that was keeping her from being as productive as she could be. But I guess what I'm getting from it is that your family is not always going to support you because they do not understand what it is that is driving you. And your business can't grow. What does it say? What did I say? Something about life. You know, it's one of those situations where you almost need to be there. I've got to think about it.
And your business can't grow.
It says business goes at the pace of life. If you're not living your life to the fullest, your business can't grow, or business goes at the pace of life. If someone is holding you back, like family, because you're waiting for their approval, you're waiting for them to say, oh, it's okay, you're doing great. They may never say that. They may say, what on earth are you doing? Why are you doing this? You don't have any experience. You don't have any knowledge of that. So anyway, I understood it at the time that I heard it. And another one that I really liked was fear is nothing but excitement. And I thought that was an interesting way to view something when we talk about how Lisa Nichols tells us that we can look at things with in a different lens. Fear is excitement instead of, I'm not going to be able to do this well. when I get excited, and I know personally, when I get excited about something,
Uh-huh.
and then it's like, oh, I pull back, but I'm excited about it. So I need to replace the word fear with, okay, I know what this is. I'm excited about doing this. Now just do it. Don't let fear stop you from doing it. And as you may see, Doc, for you know that word viola is a French one. Viola. Viola. What does the expression, what on earth? What kind of, so Haas, thank you so much for your questions, because as I start to speak, it's like, well, anyway, Haas wants to know, what does the expression mean? What on earth? What on earth? So typically, Haas, if I say what on earth, in the realm of reality, now earth is the reality. So if I say something that seems strange, I'm asking you to bring that back down to earth for me. Make it such that I understand it, because it sounds like you're talking about something out of this world, something that's unnatural, something that's not common. So when I say, what in the world? What were you thinking? Because you weren't thinking like a normal human being for you to respond that way. And then again, I'd really have to, I don't even recall saying it, but that's what it means to me. Haas wants to know, what does it mean when we say, what on earth? Can you take on that, Coach Dwana?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can now.
Okay. When someone says, like, what on earth was she thinking about? Like, what could she possibly have been thinking to do something like that? Is there anything on earth that would propel her, or the circumstances that lead up in a certain way? You know, an example might be like just taking something too far.
Okay, and then I would probably say, what does it mean?
What on earth were you thinking about when you did that?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
not natural.
Right. If you remember the story, there's a story about Left Eye, and God rest her soul. But she had a boyfriend, I think, that was a basketball player.
Okay.
And she would get so mad sometimes. I don't know if she purposely set his house on fire, but his house was on fire, and she was accused of having set his house on fire. And so in an instant like that, you would say to her, Left Eye, what on earth were you thinking about that you would actually try to burn his house down? What could you possibly have been thinking about? There's nothing on earth that should have made you want to do that. So it's used in that sense of, why did you do that? What reason did you do something for? Is there anything? There's nothing that I can think of on this earth that would make me believe that you would have done that.
Mm-hmm. So we would say a reasonable person would not have done that. Someone who is in their sane mind. So it takes someone who is not thinking rationally. And so we say, what on earth? It's unbelievable. There is this word, surreal. It's just like, what? It seems so surreal because it could be magical. It could be unrealistic. It's just not natural. It's not natural for someone to do that sort of thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So great.
Absolutely.
So I appreciate those questions, Haas, because as I'm building whatever it is that I'm building for my English language learners, because it just, as I'm talking, the words are clear, but the meaning doesn't have a real context for the English language learner. So I appreciate that question. I may even do a quick video on that. So I'm always looking for new and fresh ideas to that are less than 1 minute that I can portray. Or does it have the same meaning of for my life? Explain. I can't for my life understand. Yes, I can't understand for the life of me. Like, oh, I can't understand for the life of me why you would do this. Yes, exactly.
Yes, same kind of thing. Just the disbelief of it all.
Yeah.
The disbelief. I just can't believe it.
Yeah, I can't believe it. What were you thinking? Yeah. What on earth were you thinking? Exactly. Exactly. So that's great. Thank you so much for that. So yeah,
I think that's the beauty of language.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that there's so many different ways to express the same thing. Yeah. It's so many different ways to express it.
And it's not limited to English. I'm sure in your language, in Algerian, there are phrases that has double meanings, or it means something one way, but if I look at it literally, I'm thinking on earth, something on the ground. But it's not about something on the ground. It's just a phrase. But thank you so much for participating, Haas. I really appreciate that. I'm going to do it.
Always.
I'm going
always.
And Coach Haas says hello, and he says thanks.
Tell him I too am saying thank you for his support. Okay. It's so stellar. It is just stellar. And when Haas comes on, he comes on with the energy of 100 people.
Yes, okay? Exactly.
So I don't even feel, and he's so engaged that I don't miss that there aren't a whole bunch of other people, but I'm grateful that as I go back and look, when I do, that people are really coming in and checking it out. And I think they should spend more time checking it out, because I think we talk about some really interesting real life, real time things.
Exactly. All right. So Haas, last week we said it is the bewitching hour, and Haas wanted to know what did I mean by the bewitching hour, and it was to say that something is coming to the end.
It's time to shut.
So this is the bewitching hour. We might even say it is at the top of the hour. So thank you so much for joining us today, Haas. Those that will watch the replay, thank you so much for watching the replay, and we'll talk again next week on Ready,
Set,
Go Live. Take care, everybody. All right, let's see. I'm going to stop the live stream. Bye. Okay, I've stopped the live stream. Okay, so we got through it. We had some challenges.
You're still recording?
No.
You want to still record?
No.
Okay, you can stop.
Oh, yes.
Recording.
Thank you.
Okay.